The ancient Greek city of Thebes is suffocating under a deadly plague. Citizens are dying, crops are rotting, and the air is thick with the smoke of funeral pyres. It is an apocalyptic crisis with no obvious cure. Desperate for survival, the dying city turns to the oracle at Delphi, a priestess who delivers prophecies directly from the gods. Her condition for lifting the plague is brutally specific. Thebes must track down and punish the unsolved murderer of its previous ruler, King Laius. Enter King Oedipus. He is a highly capable, brilliant leader who already saved the city once by solving the riddle of the Sphinx, a mythical beast with the body of a lion and the head of a woman. Now, to save his people a second time, he personally takes on this decades-old cold case. Oedipus publicly vows to hunt down the killer. He goes as far as laying a vicious, legally binding curse on the culprit, condemning the unknown murderer to a life of wretchedness, blindness, and exile. The audience watching this unfold knows a terrifying secret. The righteous investigator aggressively cursing the killer is actually hunting himself. The first witness brought in is Tiresias. He is a prophet who is physically blind but possesses the absolute truth about the murder. Knowing the horrific reality, he initially refuses to speak to the king. Oedipus explodes. He accuses Tiresias of conspiring in the murder and cruelly mocks his lack of physical sight. This diagram outlines the Greek concept of hamartia. Often mistranslated as a simple fatal flaw, hamartia is not about villainy. It is a deeply ingrained character trait that directly fuels a person's rise to power, while simultaneously forcing them toward their doom. For Oedipus, that trait is his relentless intellect and pride. He is so certain of his own deductive reasoning that he completely ignores the prophet's direct warning that he is, in fact, the killer.
Queen Jocasta steps in to calm her husband and de-escalate the investigation. She tries to prove that prophecies are meaningless by sharing a story about her first husband, Laius, who was prophesied to be killed by his own son, but supposedly wasn't. In her attempt to reassure him, Jocasta mentions a specific detail about the death of Laius. He was killed by bandits at a particular landmark, a place where 3 roads meet. In her attempt to disprove the existence of fate, Jocasta provides the exact physical evidence that links Oedipus's past to the crime scene, and just like that, the narrative trap snaps shut. A messenger from Corinth arrives with news that King Polybus, the man Oedipus believes is his biological father, has died of natural causes. For a brief moment, it seems the curse is broken, since Oedipus didn't kill him. To reassure Oedipus that he doesn't need to fear marrying his mother either, the messenger delivers a devastating twist. Oedipus was secretly adopted. The messenger himself was handed the abandoned baby years ago. This leads to the final, reluctant witness, a traumatized shepherd. This is the man who was originally ordered to leave Laius and Jocasta's cursed infant to die on a mountainside. The interrogation reaches a boiling point. Oedipus threatens the old man with torture, violently forcing him to confess the baby's true identity. Oedipus tried to exercise his free will to escape his fate, yet fleeing his hometown, killing an arrogant stranger in a fit of road rage at a crossroads, and solving a riddle to become king were the exact mechanisms that fulfilled the prophecy he was trying to outrun. The immediate aftermath happens offstage. Realizing she has been sharing a bed with her own son, Jocasta hangs herself in her bedchamber. Oedipus discovers his mother's body. In utter despair, he removes the long golden pins from her dress and violently blinds himself. By destroying his eyes, Oedipus physically aligns with the intellectual blindness he suffered from all along. He finally sees the truth, but loses his sight. The conclusion of the investigation transforms the brilliant detective from a revered savior into the ultimate societal taboo. He is forced to endure the consequences of his truth in total darkness. Sophocles wrote this ticking clock mystery in the 5th century BC. Staged in places like the Theater of Dionysus in Athens, it established the absolute standard for Western tragedy and narrative tension. Centuries later, the story became the foundational myth for modern psychology. Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, used its themes of repressed urges to coin the Oedipus complex. Its influence continues with modern filmmakers. Directors like Pier Paolo Pasolini have adapted its themes of fate and taboo, translating the ancient text into contemporary cinema for new generations. The true, enduring terror of Oedipus Rex is an unsettling realization. Even the most brilliant, self-determined human mind cannot fully escape the boundaries of its own fate.